Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today we are finishing off this week of 2021 makeup with my top favorite makeup and most used makeup of 2021 in each category. I'm also going to apply it on my face, hence a no makeup look, and I'll show you guys how it applies, what I love so much about the products, and just show you a full face with my favorite top products of 2021. Now, it's important to mention that these products weren't necessarily released in 2021. These are just the products that I've either discovered or fallen in love with them, and I just use them daily almost. So if you guys are interested, please continue watching. If you're new here, do not forget to subscribe down below. And my husband's making me a drink. He'll surprise me. I don't know what it is, but grab something to drink and let's put some makeup on together. So first, I always go with an SPF, and the one that I've used every single day is this one right here. This is from Supergoop. It's the Glowscreen, and I adore it. It has a glow to it. It has a slight tint. It's not anything intense, but if you do wear it by itself, it is pretty, gives a little bit of a glow. I kind of stabbed my eye a little bit, so now it's nice and red. Now many times when I wear this, I don't even put a primer, but if I were to pick my favorite primer, it would be this one, the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas, and I just take a little bit, and usually I just put it kind of in the center of my face. Do you want to come tell us what you made me? You can come here.
Can't remember.
Oh, okay, come.
I have it on the phone, but...
There we go.
All right, so this one's mostly bourbon, 2 ounces of bourbon, a 4th amaretto, a 4th triple sec, and a 4th of orange Curaçao. I think that's what it's called. And then I didn't have any herbal liqueur, so I just used... what's it called? The green chartreuse.
Oh, okay.
And I put
let me taste it.
Yeah, put some bubbly in there too. Not very good.
No, it is. Okay, let me taste it again.
I put some simple syrup too.
It needs a little bit more orange something.
That's why you put this in there.
Oh. No, it's good. I like it.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting the bubbly, because it's boozy.
It was very boozy before, so I put some in there to make it...
So I can actually drink it. Yeah. It's good. Thank you. We've discovered this needs just a little bit more amaretto, and it'll be perfect. It was missing something. All right, moving on to the best foundation, my favorite foundation, and I've discovered it in 2021, and that is... Okay, let's put the amaretto first. All right, back to the foundation. So my most favorite, most used, most beloved foundation, and probably my most favorite foundation of all times is this one right here. This is the Peau. This is the Radiant Fluid Foundation in Natural. And you can't see, but I've used this much of it, and no, not quite that much, kind of like a third. And I've had this for months, but not a whole year or anything. And I have so many foundations that for me to actually like see a dent in this says something. I do have mine in a shade kind of dark. Now, usually I mix it, and I do want to buy the lighter shade. I'm thinking to buy the 020. This is 040, but it's so much money. So I just make it work with other foundations. Like I mentioned in other videos that I use the Eldridge foundation to mix it. But I did just get self-tan today. When I say self-tan, I mean spray tan. I don't have that patience to do it myself at home. And I have been enjoying the Refer brushes. That's a huge hit this year. This is the first year I've actually tried Refer brushes, and they're wonderful. So as you can see, it's darker. Now I literally just came from being self-tan, like, or spray tan. So I know it's going to develop overnight, and tomorrow it's going to be a perfect match. But I definitely need a different shade. So this foundation is very easy to work with. It's very blendable, and it is radiant without it being glowy. It has a very natural radiance to it, where it kind of looks like skin, and it wears really, really well. I just love everything about this foundation except the price. I don't like the price. Again, the color is not perfect right now, but tomorrow it will be, and I need to get another color of this one. I'm thinking of getting, again, the 020, that way I can mix and match, because that one will be probably at when I'm the lightest ever, and then this one would be able to be a mix-in. So a wonderful foundation. I can't believe I spent that much money on it, but I think it's worth the money. It's kind of hard to say. That depends on the person. But for me, because I use it and I see myself fully using this and going through it, I think it's definitely worth the money. It's beautiful, beautiful. There's nothing bad about it, again, except the price. It lasts really well. It doesn't last quite as well as the Lisa Eldridge, but it lasts a good 8 to 10 hours. And when it fades so naturally. Like, you don't see absolutely no splotchiness. If I have pretty dry skin, I definitely would go for this one over the Lisa Eldridge. I think it just smooths out the skin, over texture, any dry patches, it works just a little bit better. So that's why it is my number one. Now moving on to concealer, I definitely have gotten really into correctors, and I would say that the two that I have are kind of neck and neck. They both perform really well, and I've probably used them similar, like times wise. And I'm talking about the Charlotte Tilbury and then the Nars Corrector. This is in light, this is in medium. I really don't see a huge difference. I like the Nars one because it blends easier into the skin. But performance-wise, I don't know, I think they're the same. I'm just going to use the Charlotte Tilbury right now and add with my finger just a little bit. This just helps so much with my dark circles. And this is the first year as a mother that I felt like I need a corrector. I think it's the year I've been the most tired this year. I mean, maybe that fourth child just did it and we were just all exhausted. But this is the first year I really have been using like corrector almost every single time I do my makeup. I see a huge difference, even when I do a no makeup kind of look. Actually, mostly when I do a no makeup kind of look, I will use a little bit of corrector under a very light concealer because I just feel like it really, really helps. Okay, moving on to my favorite, most used concealer of 2021, and that is the Makeup Forever concealer. This is the Ultra HD. I would say that this concealer is probably just a perfect concealer. It is not too matte, it is not too glowy. It has good coverage. It has medium to full. You can definitely have a full coverage with this one. It's not too thick. It is not too watery. It's just perfect. The color I have right here is number 31. Maybe a little light for my foundation, but I think it'll be okay. So I add a little bit here, just kind of the regular one. I'm going to add a little bit here just to brighten up, just because the foundation's so dark. And I'm taking the same brush. This is the Refer, which was 31. So in love with this brush. Wow, it's perfect. Now, I won't use it under the eyes, just a little bit big, but everywhere else I can very easily use it. And Look how fast that is. It's a beautiful brush. But under the eyes, I will just take this one. This is from It Cosmetics, number 203. And it's extremely soft, like impressively soft for not such a pricey brush. I've been kind of using the Lancome concealer and the Tom Ford and a couple other ones just in the past month or so, and wow, I've missed this one. This is so much better than all of them. It's like perfect. I love it so much. Okay, moving on to powder. I mean, let's all say it together. The Kosas powder, stunning. I've talked about it in I think every single one of my videos. Absolutely most favorite powder that I own and discovered this year. That powder is seamless. It just does the job. It sets the makeup and that's it. It doesn't do anything else. It does smooth pores. It's just like, it's perfect. All right, for brows, same thing. We have the Gucci right here. I will apply it on camera because I feel like I never do because brows seem so boring to me. But I'll just show you at least one to see how fast this really is. And you can definitely make this look a little darker. Just add a little bit more pressure, and here in the front add very light pressure, and you have like multiple tones in one brow, and that's it. Like, that is so fast, so easy. Again, I don't have to feel a ton. I just need a little bit, and I find this to be just absolutely perfect for me. So those are my brows just with the Gucci brow product. Amazing. Now I have been using gel on top of this just to keep it set, but I don't need it. So I'm just gonna leave it here because I think it looks great. Moving on to contour, I have discovered Westman Atelier this year, and you'll see quite a lot of Westman Atelier products in here because they have quickly become one of my favorite brands, and the contour is one of them. I have right here Biscuit, and I'm like wondering if it'll work just because the foundation's so dark, but let's try it. This is their like contouring wand. I find it so easy. I'm literally just looking at my viewfinder. I'm not even having a mirror right now. Maybe I should grab one. But this is so easy and natural. And I don't like a super intense contour, but I do like a contour. I do like to define my cheeks. I dropped it, and look at this. How upsetting. I was very upset. I was actually doing a full face of Westman Atelier, and I tried to use natural light because I really wanted to show off the products with natural light. It didn't turn out well, so I'm going to re-record it, but I dropped that and I was very upset. So the best brush for this is definitely the Sonia G Classic Base. I try to use other ones and I reach for this one every time. So see, even though I'm like deeper, this still works for me. I probably could pull off Truffle now as well, but I'm going to put a bronzer on top either way. Now, another great contour bronzer, it was this one from Mario, Makeup by Mario. Super, super good product, much more affordable than the Westman Atelier, but I definitely enjoy the Westman Atelier better. I think it blends in the skin a little bit better. It's more seamless, and I do enjoy the colors, but again, that one is absolutely wonderful as well. So when it comes to bronzers, I've had quite a few bronzers that I've tried, and I want to say that the one I'm most impressed with is this one from Victoria Beckham, but it's not the one I've used most and loved most. It is the best, just simple bronzer, like it does everything. Also, the Charlotte Tilbury one is wonderful. For me, I discovered it this year. This one right here. I really enjoyed it and used it quite a lot. But the one I've used the most and the one I've wanted to reach the most is this one from Gucci. I think this one has kind of so many different opinions. Some people say it looks so bad. Some people say it's way overpriced, but I love this one. I love the undertone. I love the way it sits on the skin. It has a slight glow to it. I wouldn't say even glow, but it has a radiance to it. And I adore bronzers like that. I actually saw Tati's video where she kind of like didn't love this bronzer. Just like, oh, it blends so bad. But personally, I have not experienced that at all. I find that it blends like a dream. It is perfect color for me. It has a little bit of a reddy undertone. This is the number 3. And it's definitely my favorite bronzer of the year. So I'm going to take my Refer brush, number 30. Again, I'm kind of obsessed with Refer brushes lately. I have not discovered them, but like for the past couple of months, and I've been using them constantly. I almost have the full collection now. So let's bronze a little bit. Like, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And I'm going to blend it in a little bit more, but I'm just first going to apply the product. You can definitely use a smaller brush. This is kind of big, but I'm probably going to do a lot down here to match the top. I actually find this so easy to blend that even if I made a mistake and the foundation looks kind of like not great, I reach for this bronzer and I feel like it blends everything in. It smooths everything out, and it's definitely a favorite. Blushes. Now, I've tried quite a lot of blushes this year, and I have here a couple. Like I talked with you guys before, the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate blush is so well used, so well loved. It's definitely a favorite. The Pat McGrath one is another one that stood out to me. Wonderful. Tower 28 I used a lot of. I've also loved the M Cosmetics blushes, and I've loved the Rose Ink, but the one that I enjoy the most out of all of them, and this one I've tried halfway through the year, are the Westman Atelier blushes. I think this is very well known in their line. People tend to love the formula, and I've tried Petal first, and then I moved on to Chouchette, and it's definitely my favorite, which is why I'm gonna use it. But the formula is just everything. Is definitely my most favorite blush and the one I want to reach for over and over again. So the packaging, again, it's stunning, and I love the color. I love the way it sits on the skin. I know they have also a more shimmery one that has some shimmer in it. It's very refined from what I could tell. But it has more glow. These don't have any shimmer in them. I'm gonna build it up just a little bit more right here, and you can definitely use a brush, or my finger seems to work just fine. Now I do enjoy the Victoria Beckham one, but that one I feel like I have to work with it a little bit more. I think it's just a little bit stiffer, and I prefer this formula over the Victoria Beckham one. That is Chouchette beautiful color, everyday color. I've kind of used it pretty much every single day. If I don't record and I need to use something else, I've been reaching for that color. Now, another great product from Westman Atelier, I mean, you guys know this, I've used it so many times, is this. This is kind of like a highlighter, blush topper. This is in Peau de Peche, and I feel like I'm gonna hit pan soon because I've used it so much. I'm gonna take the same brush from Sonia G that I use for contour. I literally just kind of wipe it on my towel right here and I use it. I don't actually wash it between uses, but I do want to purchase another one just so I can use it with this. So this is probably my #1 favorite product of the year, favorite discovery, and I think it gives such a beautiful glow, a glow from within. Even if you don't have makeup on or you have very little makeup on, adding a little bit of this could just change your look, could give you a little bit of like elegance and just freshness and glow. Look at that. Oh, so good. I tend to bring it up here a little bit, not too much. Now it's a little bit deeper in color when I'm at my fair, so I don't use it on my nose or chin, but right now because the foundation is a little darker, I will bring it a little bit here and here just to add even more glow. Like, look at that, even up here and here. The best product of 2021 and probably the one I'm going to use forever. Now I do have some actual highlighters in here that I've really enjoyed. Another Westman Atelier. This is the color Nectar. Stunning color. I've used it a lot. And also the Lisa Eldridge. I feel like these are kind of right there. They're both gorgeous. I feel like I've used the Nectar one quite a bit. I can't pick with it between these two, so I'm gonna just use the Lisa Eldridge today. I feel like I haven't used it enough on camera. I mean, I don't even feel like I need a highlighter with this, but I'll put this just for the sake of it. I'll just take a little bit right here. This one is the Cosmic Rose. I like all of them, so I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger and just add a little bit of extra glow here. This makes your cheeks look wet. So beautiful. So that is Lisa Eldridge combined with the Peau de Peche. I think it's so elegant, so beautiful, so glowy. There's no glitter whatsoever and everything looks like skin. If you know me at all, you know how I love a juicy skin that looks seamless. The blush has to be blended well, the contour not too sharp, just everything to look just, I wouldn't say natural, because I do like to see that I have something on my skin. I don't want to look like I don't have anything in a way, but because I'm a makeup artist, I enjoy seeing a good blush. I enjoy seeing a good highlighter. So this is kind of what I enjoy most in makeup. Now we're all bronzed up, glowy, we're ready to move on to the eyes. And in 2021, I have discovered this amazing palette. This is Vanity makeup, and it is my #1 eyeshadow palette of 2021, and the most used one. This one and the Patrick Tar kind of right there, but this I like more than the Patrick Tar because I have a little bit more color in here. Now I really enjoy also toppers of one and done shadows, and The one I probably would pick is this Chantecaille one. This is in Starfish, and I've used it quite a lot in the summer. It's kind of a one and done for me. It just has so much going on in this shade. It looks boring there, but once you put it on the eye, in the crease, it looks like a different color. The way you turn your face and the light shines it, it shows different tones within this one, and it's not chunky at all. It's actually extremely smooth. Now another chunky one that I really enjoy is the Chanel one. This one is New Moon, and this definitely has a little bit more like glitter in it, but it's stunning. Oh, so beautiful. It definitely has, again, a lot of glitter in it. And then another one that I've used a lot is this one from Hourglass. This is in the color Ray. It's my favorite out of all of them. Smoke used to be my favorite, but I do think I enjoy this one because it has a little bit more glitter in it. Look at that. That's the middle one right there. So that one definitely has the most glitter out of all of them. The Chantecaille right here is the smoothest one. Then this one has a little bit more fine glitter. It's still glittery, like on the eyes, but this one, Ray, is just amazing. But I'm not going to use any of these because this palette right here has its own toppers and glitters and one and done shadows. Oh, I mixed them on the same hand, but they are just so stunning that I don't feel the need to add another one. So this is the gray one right here, and then the light one right there. So you can see they're kind of punchy, and they give a lot to the eye. So let's put this beautiful palette on. I'm gonna start kind of simple look. I'm gonna take this one right here. I think they have names on the back, but I'm really bad with the names. I'm taking a fluffy brush. This is the Studio Gear. I think it's number 34. I've used it so much, the actual numbers washed out. And I find these mattes to be so easy to blend. I mean, if you're not good with makeup, get this palette because you're going to become good with makeup because it just does everything for you. On a smaller brush, I'm going to take this one, and this is a little bit cooler tone, and just emphasize that crease just a little bit more. And I think that's the beauty with this palette, that you have more cool tones, you have more warm, you have that orangey color. You kind of have a little bit of everything. You have that black to smoke it out, and it's an amazing black. And taking the fluffier brush and just blending that color out. I will intensify this slightly. I'm gonna take this one right here, and I always do like tap it on my mirror. So my mirrors are always dirty, but I just always do that. I think because of working in the industry, I never used this actual mirror, so I always just tapped my brushes to kind of take some of that color off, but they're always dirty. So that is the deeper color right there. So pretty. I'm just going to take a little bit of that brown right there and clean the edges. Make sure it's just very blended in. So good. All right, all over the lid, let's take this one right here. This is just so stunning. I feel like I've been going on that gray topper. This is my third look with this great theme, but I like it. I mean, look how stunning that is, and it's intense, pigmented, not too much fallout, actually no fallout at all so far. under the eyes, I'm gonna take this lighter brown and just kind of contour a little bit my eye. And then with a small brush, a little bit like just more denser brush, I'm gonna take this color right here and smoke out the outer corner. And then also on the top, the same thing. This palette is just so easy to use. You don't have to overdo it. Like, you don't have to do, you know, these crazy looks with 5, 7 shadows. Like, you can use 3 and it's gonna look stunning. So in the inner corner, I did mention before that I didn't love this color because it has that yellow undertone. So what I do, I just mix these two and brighten up that inner corner, and that makes a beautiful bright inner corner. It's just not quite as yellow as if I didn't use that. And I'm gonna take these two now, this matte one and slightly a bit of that one. I don't love a super bright arch, but just a little bit. So that is the eye look. So fast, so easy. I was going to put a liner. I just don't think I want to. I have the Victoria Beckham here. This is my #1 eyeliner. I've discovered it this year, like a month ago, and it's literally my favorite. So I'm gonna actually tight line with this. It is so fast and creamy and easy. It does not pull at all. It's just perfect. And you can smudge it. On my last video, I had so many people loving the eye look, and it was this one just smudged on the lower and upper lash line, and that's kind of what made the eye look. And it was so easy because of this one. For mascara, it is the Bite Beauty mascara, my top favorite, most used mascara this year. I was out of it for a few months and I definitely missed it. So I'm gonna put this on real quick. I'm not gonna do it on camera because it's gonna take forever, but I'll show you guys how the finished look looks with the mascara. So this is the Bite Beauty mascara, and as you can see, it has a lot of volume. I wouldn't say it's clumpy, but it's on the thicker side, and I love it. I think it looks so good. It lasts all day. It doesn't smudge, which is my biggest issue, and it makes my lashes look huge. Okay, moving on to lips, last category. No surprise here, my favorite lip liner is M Cosmetics color Mink. I ordered another one because I'm gonna finish this one soon, and it is just the best. It's the best undertone for me. It's right there in the middle. It's just such a good lip liner. It lasts on me, I wouldn't say all day, because no lip liner lasts on me all day if I eat and things like that, but it does last really well. I love how easy it is to apply, and I really enjoy that I don't have to, you know, sharpen it. And for a lip liner that you don't have to sharpen, it has not gone dry at all. It has not changed the formula whatsoever, which is amazing. So that is the color of the lip liner. I kind of brought it in a little bit. I don't know why, but I did. I'm loving the undertone. It works well with so many lipsticks. Now moving on to my favorite lipstick, the one that I keep reaching for is this Charlotte Tilbury Catwalking. I've used this a lot. I think I kind of like ruined it. Look at that. Like I don't know what I've done, but I've had it in my bag when probably it was super hot outside. I just wore this a lot. It has a beautiful, more kind of nudie brownie undertone. It's not pink, which is probably why I love it so much. Now on top of that, I am going to put a gloss, which I usually don't, but the one gloss that I've reached for over and over again, and it is one that I just love, and I don't necessarily mean only the formula, but I love the sparkle in it, is this one from Beckham. This is Celeste, and it is so sparkly. It makes your lips look so big. I'm just gonna show you. You're gonna put a little bit right here in the center. I hope you can see. It's just so pretty. I think it brings some life to the lips. It makes them look a little bit bigger, a little juicier, and it has that tingling sensation. It's really pretty. I love it. I wear it often for a lip gloss, which I don't wear much. Let's zhuzh up our hair, and then here we have our finished look. I'm loving it. It's nice and glowy, beautiful skin, more of an intense eye, which you don't have to do with this palette. You can do whatever you want. And I just love these products. Again, if I were to pick one in each category of products that I've used and loved in 2021, these would be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this week. I had fun. It was kind of relaxing, chill, and talking about just my favorite makeup, which is just amazing. I would love to hear your thoughts down below, your favorite products. I love interacting and getting to know what you guys enjoy, and also you give me recommendations. You influence me just as much as I probably influence you, because I definitely bought products because of you guys. So let's chit chat down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.